Hello everybody, this is Matt Niess from the Shenandoah Conservatory in Winchester, Virginia. It's time once again to prepare the All-Virginia Etude. This year's Etude is Rotation E, Echo. I'm going to play it and then we'll talk about it. Here we go. This is a fun etude to play. It's very lyrical and it lays very well on the horn. Let's talk about the issues that you need to pay attention to.
You will notice that there are no flats or sharps in the key signature, so each note is read as it is. There are a lot of dynamics, crescendos, decrescendos, accents, long notes, long accents, short accents, things of that nature. There's a lot of information. So once you learn the notes to this, start paying attention to all the little things that make it music. Mark all your breaths. Mark all your phrasing. Be consistent when you practice so that each time you play, you can build on your strengths with your breathing technique. There is a rhythmic aspect to this that can be a little tricky. It starts in measure 5. It's a dotted eighth, 16th eighth, followed by the same rhythm. In measure 15, that rhythm is changed up a little bit to an eighth dotted eighth, 16th, followed by the same rhythm. Towards the bottom of the etude, measure 31, you have both of those rhythms in the same measure together. So that can be a little tricky. So pay attention to that. There is a duple rhythm in measure 21, and it happens again later. It's 2/3, so it's like playing eighth notes in 4. But you're in 6/8. So 2/3. There are a few rontondos. So you have a little bit of artistic freedom there. And then they both go into an odd tempo, followed by crescendos. So as I mentioned, there is a lot of information. So pay attention to it and have fun with it and make music out of it. Let's talk about the strategy of this audition. If you look at the requirements, you'll notice that 20% of your score is major scales, 20% is your chromatic, 30% is your etude, and another 30% is sight reading. So numerically speaking, sight reading is just as important as your etude. So you have to pay attention to everything and put a lot of time into preparing for this, especially sight reading. How do you do that? Well, obviously, you need to find music that you haven't seen before. So you could probably get that from your band director, or you might have some books laying around that you haven't played yet, or maybe some friends. But the point is, you need to find music that you haven't seen, and you need to sit down and read it with a metronome so you keep going. You don't stop every time you mess up. Also, you can play duets with friends. That's another great way to help with sight reading, because when you have a peer there playing with you, it helps you to keep going, just like a metronome does. So the more music you read between now and then, the better off you're going to be. So pay attention to the requirements for the scales and do your best on all of the events of the audition. Don't just concentrate on one. If you do great on everything, you're going to do fine. If you do great on one thing and not on the others, then you may not fare as well. So have fun, practice. I hope this video helps you, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions or if you want to possibly talk about this audition and this etude. Best of luck to you.